Okay, hi all. Welcome to my kitchen. Today is Saturday. It is January 13th. Before I get into the day and how I'm feeling, these are just going to be short updates for the next couple of weeks. Probably every couple of days I'll do one because I'm going to be busy with doctor's appointments and stuff. So, before we get into anything that's going on today with me and how I'm feeling, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a backstory of what actually happened on Tuesday and what started this entire injury process. Now, I'm not going to get graphic and I'm not going to get gory. So if you're thinking you want to know the really big details, that's not going to happen. Although I do have the pictures that I am not going to share with anyone because nobody needs to see them. So shout out to Patty, to Jen, to Shen, to Paul, to Don, to Terry, to Maria, to Todd, who hopefully, Todd, I know you're recovering from your stroke. I hope you're feeling a lot better. Much love to you guys. If I missed anybody, I am so sorry I missed you. Just know that I really appreciate all of you guys. Bonnie, there we go, and Betty. I forgot the two significant people. I'm trying to remember it off of memory, and my memory is a little bit fuzzy right now. But thank you to all you guys for your continued love and support, and to Chelsea, obviously, who we're talking and stuff. So love to you guys all. Thank you so much for your continued support. Bob is in the background. He has been amazing through this experience with me. This is why I'm married to him and why I love the big lug over there. So let's get into what actually started to happen on Tuesday. Well, Tuesdays and Thursdays are pantry days for me. And Tuesday was a pantry day like normal until about the 3 o'clock hour, which is when the pantry actually closes. At 3 o'clock, the pantry closed. I was helping another volunteer put stuff in her car, and that's when the accident happened. And when I say accident, what happened was I slammed my thumb in her car door. Now, it wasn't a traditional shut the door on the thumb injury. So I slammed my thumb in the car door. And what ended up happening is I decapitated the top half of my thumb. Now, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I had to take an ambulance. They had to call the paramedics. The paramedics came. They said, "Where is the rest of your thumb?" I said it's currently still in the car door. They looked at it. They brought it to the hospital in the ambulance with them. I got to the emergency room. The doctors looked at it and said there was not enough there to reattach. If I had taken off more of my thumb, which thank God I didn't, they might have been able to reattach it. But the surgeon that I ended up seeing on Thursday said that unfortunately in this situation there wasn't enough to reattach. So I saw the surgeon on Thursday morning. They were trying to get me in for an emergency surgery Thursday afternoon. Well, unfortunately, the surgical center Thursday was booked solid, and there was not a slot for me to slide into to have an emergency debridement and closure of my thumb. So my thumb has been wrapped and stuff. Was wrapped, as you guys saw in the video that I did probably on Wednesday of the update. So Thursday, they made a surgical appointment for first thing Friday. Now, that in itself would not have normally been a problem, especially considering my surgical appointment was scheduled for 8 a.m. with an arrival time at the surgical center at 7 a.m. for me. The problem is yesterday we were under a winter storm warning. And when I say winter storm warning, from about 4:30 in the morning till the time we got to the surgical center, it snowed nonstop. Now, we got about, what would you say, maybe 4 inches of snow? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got about 4 inches of snow before my husband and I even left for the hospital at 6 a.m. Now, normally it would only take me about 25 minutes to get to the surgical center on a good day. Yesterday, it took me over an hour, or about an hour, to get there. I got there right at 7 o'clock. The roads were really slippery. There was a lot of snow on the ground, and it took me longer to get to the surgical center. Now, I'm going to speed this up a little bit more. Since my surgery was scheduled for 8 a.m., my doctor should have been at the surgical center. Unfortunately, he ran into the same problem, and it took him 3 times longer than it would normally take him to get to the surgical center. So my surgery didn't actually start till about the 8:30-ish hour. He got there about 8:15. So I had the surgery yesterday. He was able to cover most of my thumb, meaning I have stitches now at the top of my thumb, and I have skin that now is folded over that is closed most of the wound. That's why my thumb is now wrapped. He numbed the heck out of my thumb and my fingers, and I do have movement in my fingers. I cannot move my thumb currently because my thumb is really wrapped, and I'm not able to move it in its present condition. So this coming Thursday, I have a appointment to go see the surgeon, or Tuesday. I have an appointment to go see my surgeon. So, there was a lot of snow on. Yes, I'm going to do a shout out. She doesn't, I don't think, views my channel at all, but shout out to my neighbor, Stacy, and her husband, Damien. I had to do an emergency post, which I don't like to do on Facebook, but their love and support, she actually shoveled my driveway for me so that I had a safe path to get back into the house, and without my neighbors. And this is why, get to know your neighbors, especially your next door neighbors, because I know we live in a time where we don't usually do that anymore. We did that more in the 70s or the 80s or even early 90s, but don't forget your neighbors, because you know what? If times are really bad or you need a helping hand, your neighbors usually will step up to the plate and do that for you. And my neighbors definitely did that, and much love to them. And I can't thank them enough for doing that. So, next Tuesday, I have an appointment with the surgeon. He's going to look at it, do whatever he needs to do, and hopefully I will continue to keep healing. Now, you might be wondering, what about the pantry? Well, because this is a significant injury to recover from, I am off of the pantry probably for at least the next 3 months, if not longer. Now, I had a couple of friends more on Facebook ask me if I was going to do anything in regards to the pantry. No, I'm not, because this was a freak accident. It was not the pantry's fault. I can't place blame on anybody at the pantry or anybody associated with the pantry. It was an accident. This is why I have health insurance. And this is why it is incredibly important, and I'm going to say this, to get health insurance. If you don't have health insurance through either your work or your retirement, please get some type of coverage in case of an emergency. Now, My thumb is completely covered through my health insurance, and it'll all be taken care of in the end. So, I'm recovering. I have movement in my fingers. I am going to go get my nails hacked down, meaning they're still really long. I'm going to get them cut all the way down to my fingertip, or to where a normal person wouldn't have long nails. I probably will not have them painted for the time being because I can't, right now I don't have enough movement. And you don't realize how much you actually use your hand until something like this happens and you're without a digit. And I can basically not use my left hand now for anything. So, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for your love and support and outpouring of community and just being there. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Like I said, the cooking portion of the Cooking with Joel videos is going to be suspended for the time being. When I'm ready to cook again, I'll start the videos back up, but you can rest assured they're probably not going to start up until probably at least March, if not even later in the year. I will be bringing Bob up for maybe a live chat sometime, maybe next weekend, for drinking with Bob and Joel, and we'll just do a chit chat. I may go live. Probably I'm not going to go live. I can already tell you guys I'm not going live this week at all. If I go live, it might be next weekend, and it will all be based on how I feel. Now, my pain tolerance is being kept level. I'm not in extreme pain right now. The injections that the surgeon gave me yesterday have fully worn off of my hand, so I'm doing like little hand exercises, like he wants me to make a fist, which I'm able to do to get the blood flow going. So I'm doing that. You might also have noticed I am not wearing any of my rings. Now, I did not lose my rings. I had to take all of my rings off because both of my hands currently are swollen. And it'll take some time for the swelling to go down to where I will feel comfortable enough to wear my rings again. And eventually they will be I'll put them back on. But until the swelling and everything stops, the best thing for me is not to have those on my fingers right now, because they're not easy to take off. And if my hand swells too much, then I'm in an emergency situation again where I need to have one of them cut off. And I don't want to cut off especially my wedding bands. So, that being said, I'm going to close out today's video. Thank you guys so much again for your continued support and love. This week, the weather, if you live near me in Illinois, if you live in Wisconsin, if you live in Michigan or Indiana, we're going under an incredibly cold spell, meaning it is going to be below zero this week, and we're going to be below zero for several days. Hopefully the snow has stopped. It's not currently, we're having a little flurries, but that could be also from the wind. But the majority of the snow now has passed us by, and it's now moving to the East Coast. So my friends on the East Coast, that would be Don, Todd, any of you on the Eastern Seaboard, please stay safe out there. Get your emergency supplies while you can get them, and then stay snuggy. Make yourself soup. Stews are really good to do right now when it's extremely cold. Pot roast would be a good meal to have. Chicken soup, split pea soup. Don, I know you said you love split pea soup. Unfortunately, I did take the ham bone and I did freeze it. So there will be split pea soup eventually. Unfortunately, I can't make it right now because I can't cook. So that'll be a much later on, probably in the year, soup. But stock up on those things. Be safe, all my friends and family members, because Sheila, You know, you love to chat with me on YouTube. Love to you and my son, Eric. Love to all of you guys for your support. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I will see you on the next update of Cooking with Joel. That will probably be maybe, I might pop in tomorrow and do a quick record. I might do it on Monday. I may wait till I see the surgeon on Tuesday and give you more of an update. So I'm going to take some time off now and just focus on the recovery mode. So love to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Smash that like button. I know these are videos that you're like, do I really want to like this one? You know, it helps support the channel and stuff. And the more viewing hours I get, the more my channel will start to grow, and eventually I'll be able to give you guys much better videos. So, love you guys all. We'll see you on the next Bob and Joel Live video. I'll come back and keep giving you updates on how I'm progressing, and I will see you on the next Cooking with Joel video.